A cluttered mind is an invisible pressure. When your brain suffocates under a mountain of open loops and loose ends, your focus is the first thing to disappear. That persistent sensation of fatigue is often a misdiagnosis. The real issue is an internal system overloaded by unmade decisions. Solving this requires much more than willpower. It requires a mental sharpness protocol designed to hardwire your environment for performance. Gather your tools now. You need an empty physical notebook, a simple pen, and your digital calendar. Preparing this physical foundation is absolutely mandatory. Cognitive shifts can only take root once you have eliminated environmental friction. Step 1 is the 20-minute brain drain. This is a mandatory evening routine to clear your mental RAM before the day ends. Set a timer. Use your notebook to aggressively write down every task, nagging thought, and minor anxiety without filtering them. If you stop to organize or edit these thoughts, the step fails. The goal is a raw data dump, not a polished list. Step 2 addresses your execution windows. Open your calendar and block out 2 90-minute sessions labeled Monotasking Monopolies. These blocks operate under strict constraints: a single screen, a single open tab, and one solitary task. The brain cannot switch complex variables without a cost. Multitasking results in a measurable 15-point drop in functional IQ. Even the passive presence of a smartphone drains your score further. These distractions consume cognitive resources even when you aren't looking. Ruthless external constraints are the only way to stay focused. Modern digital friction is too powerful to overcome with effort alone. Starting a 90-minute block often triggers hesitation. To bypass that friction, use Step 3, the 5-second courage window. Count backward from 5. When you hit 1, immediately perform the physical action of starting the task. Open the document or make the call. Counting up allows your mind to drift into infinite procrastination. A countdown, however, leads to a hard barrier at 0, which triggers a neurological action point. To maintain this aggressive daily pace, you must actively contrast your high-speed movement with moments of deliberate, absolute stillness. Step 4 is the Micro-Solitude Intercept. Set 3 alarms today for 2 minutes of device-free silence. You will know this is working when your heart rate drops and that heavy sensation of mental fatigue begins to lift. Scheduled nothingness provides a necessary mechanical reset. It allows the brain to recover so you can sustain high-level output for the rest of the day. Step 5 applies a strict framework to your digital correspondence, the 3-sentence rule. Open a drafted email right now. Brutally cut the text down until only 3 sentences remain, then send it. Avoid cheating the rule with long, rambling run-on sentences. If the paragraph looks dense, you haven't actually crystallized the thought. Enforcing this constraint forces you to identify your core message immediately, eliminating the fluff that slows down your day. Brief communication limits the complexity of the replies you receive, reducing the total time you spend managing your inbox. You now have the components for a frictionless environment, spanning your calendar, your inbox, and your evening routine. These steps provide the mechanical blueprints for your day. The system is defined. The next stage is activation. Initiate the protocol now. Shift from the role of a viewer into a role of uncompromising daily execution. Reliable cognitive sharpness is the direct result of an engineered, rigorously enforced daily protocol.